Eli Marsh was just a quiet HVAC technician from Aurora. Dana Feldman was a mother of two who came to the rally with candles. Not fear. They had never met until the night their lives violently collided in fire. But the true horror wasn't just the flames, it was the twisted reason behind the attack and the chilling discovery that followed. It started as a peaceful evening in downtown Denver, Colorado. Hundreds gathered in Civic Center Park for a candlelight rally in support of Israeli hostages held overseas. There were flags, handmade signs, soft prayers, and the quiet hum of unity. But the night would soon unravel into one of the most bizarre and horrifying attacks the city had ever seen. At exactly 8:43 p.m., as a speaker addressed a crowd from a small stage, a figure emerged from the shadows near the west edge of the park. Witnesses later described him as calm, deliberate, and oddly out of place. Without warning, he pulled out what looked like a modified leaf blower rigged with a propane tank. What happened next was chaos. Flames shot out, sweeping across a section of the crowd. Screams drowned out the music. People scattered, some rolling on the ground, others pulling burning clothes from strangers. 8 people were burned too critically. First responders were on the scene within minutes, but the suspect had vanished into the darkness. It seemed like a senseless act of terror. But then investigators uncovered something strange. Surveillance footage showed the man entering the park alone, but leaving minutes later without the weapon. That same footage revealed a second figure picking up the device and walking calmly in the opposite direction. 2 suspects, 1 attack, and that was just the beginning. The next morning, police raided a suburban garage based on a tip from a scrap metal dealer who recently sold old parts to a man acting nervous but technical. There they found plans for multiple devices, anti-government literature, and detailed notes about the rally. But there was no suspect until they traced a fingerprint on a melted switch to a local HVAC technician named Eli Marsh. What no one expected was the motive. Marsh wasn't politically driven. Instead, he believed the rally was part of a citywide simulation to test the public obedience he claimed the government was running. He insisted the attack wasn't to harm, but to wake people up. Now, in custody, Marsh faces charges of attempted murder and terrorism. The victims are still recovering, and the city remains shaken by an act no one saw coming from a man no one suspected.